innovations in artificial intelligence, and their societal impact.
Technology is changing our world. Our devices allow us to do things that were previously unimaginable. But is that a good thing? Do our devices bring us together, or are they separating us? Or are we more alone? Are we more connected to knowledge, or just more likely to believe misinformation? We know that new technology helps save lives, but what about the health risks from being so sedentary? Are we more distracted, or are we more engaged? What are the effects of adding metrics to our social interactions? And what does it mean that you can publish anywhere at any time and share your voice with the world? Explore the pros and cons of technology and defend whether it's making life better or worse here on Earth. Be sure to include facts and deep analysis.
Over the world. Secondly, AI will have to become adept at navigating the physical world. Robots will have to be able to move around and operate in houses and cities and mountains and forests at least as dexterously and efficiently as humans. If they cannot move around the physical world, how can they possibly take it over? And as of April 2023, AI still seems far from reaching either of these milestones. Despite all the hype around ChatGPT and the other new AI tools, there is no evidence that these tools have even a shred of consciousness, of feelings, of emotions.
To my understanding of natural language.
You've probably used it. You've definitely heard of it. ChatGPT has been hailed as a game changer. It can write songs.
Melissa's got a vision, a story she wants to tell.
Define quantum mechanics, as well as explaining how I could boost my intelligence. Google has also released a competitor, Bard. Impressive, right? Computers seem to be rapidly outsmarting their creators. But is that really true?
We have a lot of very sophisticated algorithms, but basically what these algorithms are doing is getting a lot of information from the internet. So they're capable of, addressing all kind of situations, all kind of questions. They're not very good in adapting. They're not very good in learning something in some scenario, in some environment, and then generalize it to a different environment. And this is something that children and infants are very good at.
It's our adaptability that keeps us one step ahead of AI. From birth, our brain adapts and molds itself to the environment in a very efficient way.
We're very, very far away from having computers that are very adaptable, I think. Maybe we'll figure it out how that happens. But the fact that these algorithms usually don't have bodies, and even if they have bodies, they're robots. Their body doesn't change. Their experiences are much less flexible. There's a lot less variability compared to children and infants that need to adapt to different body every day.
The truth is, neuroscientists still don't know exactly how or why our brain is so good at adapting. And until we know better how this process works, computers are not going to come anywhere close. And luckily, ChatGPT knows the limits of its own virtual mind.
It cannot replicate the full range of human intelligence.
I think technology in general has been worked into everyone's day-to-day life.
It is the first thing I do when I wake up and when I go to bed.
It's easy to just pick up your phone, turn it on.
Call a ride and just go wherever you want.
New places to eat, new places to explore.
It's great to stay in touch.
I met my girlfriend on online dating apps, so I'd say that's a positive right there.
Do you feel like you're in control of technology, or is technology in control of you?
Oof.
Oh, it's definitely more control of me.
My biggest issue with it is knowing when to stop.
5 and 10 minutes here and there, and I feel like takes up a bunch of my day.
I feel like it's in control of me, like if my phone's dead for like half the day or something and I'm going crazy.
I think my math grade is the way it is because of my phone.
Now I notice my eyes are like I blink a little bit more, they get tired.
He should just throw his phone away.
Usually I feel in control of technology. Usually
I can catch myself and be like, you need to chill out.
I think you have to set a limit and say that you control the phone, it doesn't control you.
I'd say most people hate on technology, but if you're using it for good things, I think it's really helpful.
Well, we think it's important that they do have access to it and learn it.
Technology is not so much it's a necessary evil, it's a necessary good that could go either way. You know, the jury's out. It's up to us as to what we do with the technology.
Experts from the top tech companies in the world are issuing a stark warning that the evolution of AI technology could lead to human extinction. The warning was published on the webpage for the Centre for AI Technology. Experts, including those from OpenAI and Google DeepMind, say the risk should be made a global priority. But other leading members in the tech industry say the calls are overblown and that mass fear surrounding AI technology is unfounded. While the Centre for AI Safety website suggests a number of possible disaster scenarios. Artificial intelligence could be weaponized, like being used for building chemical weapons. AI-generated misinformation could destabilize society. The technology be used by government bodies to monitor and censor citizens. Humans could become fully dependent on artificial intelligence. Toby Walsh is the chief scientist at the University of New South Wales AI Institute and the author of the book Machines Behaving Badly. Joins us now live from Sydney. Good to have you with us, Mr. Walsh, on the programme. I mean, the tone of the conversation at the moment over AI development seems to be quite alarmist, at the least. I mean, where do you stand about this debate on a pause in development?
I declined to sign that letter and the most recent one. I think there are significant benefits that AI is going to bring. Equally, there are significant challenges and risks that we need to face up to. But I don't think they're existential. I don't think we have to worry that they're going to destroy humanity. We have faced existential threats, the threat of nuclear war, and unfortunately that threat has increased. And we see that with posturing going on in Ukraine. That's a very real existential threat that the world faces, but it's not one that AI has really changed.
No, and I suppose at the moment, the other part of the debate is about regulation and who polices it. I mean, that is the debate to be had as yet. And if scientists and big business can't agree and governments were unable to even police, for example, social media globally with uniform equality, then what hope for a position on AI? So it is quite confusing, isn't it?
Well, I think there's actually quite a bit of agreement that we need some more regulation. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, has called explicitly in front of Congress for regulation. I've called for regulation. I think there's quite a bit of consensus emerging that we do need to ensure that we don't repeat the harms of social media again with artificial intelligence, that it is going to be a powerful force for example, misinformation. We saw that just a couple of days ago, that fake picture of the Pentagon burning that moved the stock market. That was produced by some of this generative AI. We don't want that to continue to happen. We don't want that to happen. We saw a fake picture of Trump being arrested, supposedly by the NYPD. That is enough to start a riot. January 6th didn't take much more than that. So I think we do have to worry about the misuse of some of these technologies, but it's not an existential worry.
In your opinion, there is perhaps a great potential for AI if used for the benefit of mankind and the planet. Where do you see its greatest benefit being played out?
Well, one of the greatest benefits, I think, is going to be in healthcare. We're already seeing new drugs being developed with the aid of AI too.